Hey guys! So I am going to make a wall decor this time, and for this project I will need pattern paper that has florals. I will be cutting out pieces of it, and that is what the most time consuming part of this project is, cutting out those florals. So if you have ephemera or you already cut out a bunch of those, stuff like that, then you won't have to worry about taking too much time on this, but I did have to cut a bunch. I try my best to use like a flower and cut it in half so it kind of looked like two flowers when I was layering them. You'll see as we go through the video. So right now I'm cutting plain white paper to 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. That is going to be our background or our foundation. Then I am going to cut that graph looking paper 3 by 3, which would give us that 1/4 of an inch for the borders, so it kind of pops out a little bit. And right there I'm trying to figure out what word I was going to write, and I seen something similar with the word beautiful, and I wanted to use the word lovely. At the end I used the word love because, again, it was time consuming cutting those flowers, and I wanted to just give you the idea of it. And I think love is a very easy and common word that you could use anywhere in your house. So it turned out pretty good. Okay, so right there, I cut those papers. The white paper is a big foundation. Again, it was 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. The smaller papers, which is the graph paper, was 3 inches by 3 inches. Now right here, if you have like dies, or if you have a Cricut and those die machines or cutting machines, then you cut out letters. I try to make them kind of block letters using rulers. It didn't work out as good as I thought it would be, but it worked. Now if you want to maybe print out something from online and just have a pattern, that's awesome too. But I was just trying to see what I could do without having to use other resources. So I did come up with those letters. They did turn out, they do look like the letters. They didn't turn out great, but they do look like the letters. After that, I do get a blade to cut. I think it was Y, the letter Y that I cut. And you could do that where you cut with your blade, cut all the letters. But after the Y, I was like, you know what? No, let's just make a few cuts in between and then cut it out, since it doesn't matter if the letter itself, when it comes out, it looks fine. It's like, I don't want the letter, I want the, what is it called? I can't think of the word. I want the outline, basically, just the outline. So right there, yeah, you see me cutting the Y. Now, for the rest of the letters, I did cut them out just regular with my scissors, and that it was less time consuming. Then you will see me that I use foam tape to adhere these outlines to the background, to the white piece of paper. Now this project could be any size, and I will link below the project I did using the word love as well, but where I actually use the letters instead of the outline of it. And there's various ways you could do it. It all depends on what you want, what supplies you have, but it's possible. Anything's possible. Anything could work. Now right here, my O looks kind of wonky, but I tried. Then again, the time consuming part was cutting those letters, cutting them out, and then cutting the flowers. So I will let you watch. You guys can skip maybe a few minutes to the end when I'm putting, not to the end, but towards the part where I'm putting the flowers, and then I'll add more details to what I'm doing. So right here I am adding foam, and I have like the inch, I think an inch white foam, so I actually had to cut into strips so it could fit. And then I put all the edges, and I think, no, before I stuck them down, I grabbed some purple some orange distress ink and distressed the edges. I felt that might go well with that floral background you see there. However, I think that a pink or a red would have been pretty nice too. Now, as I was building it together, you'll see in the end, I did use gold ribbon and gold string, which kind of works well with that orange. It looked fine, so I wasn't too concerned about it. But that gives it a little bit more of a finished look. So I thought, you know what, just do it, just go with it. Now, you could use a sponge and like a regular marker, or you could even use the marker to kind of get those edges. So it's all up to whatever you have available. So don't think, oh, I don't have distress ink, so I can't do it. You could even do it with any ink pad you have, any markers, even watercolor. Just lightly brush the edges, so that works. Now, right there, I think I'm taking off all that fun adhesive backing. So right here, I cut the flowers, and yes, it takes a while to cut the flowers. And then when I cut the flowers, my goal is to layer them on the edges of the letters. I don't want the whole inside of the letters. That might be a thing you want to do, and that looks good too. But I think that the edges or like a corner of the letter is pretty good. And right there, I don't know if you see that I cut the flower in half, and that way I have more. It looks like I have more flowers there. And I did do all the letters. I think I only do one here, and I kind of point out another letter, and then the rest I do them off screen. And later, after I finished the whole project, I realized some of those letters needed more flowers. And some of the flowers should have been different colors. But since I was stuck with that paper pad, I'm not stuck right now. I could still add more to it. But since my goal was to just use that paper pad, I felt that it was not enough. I did add a bunch of rhinestones and stuff like that. And, it looked cute and everything. But I just felt like the colors didn't quite go well together. There was a lot of yellow and pink. I wish I had some purple, maybe some some light purple, like a lavender, maybe even some blue or red. That would have been nice. But hey, look, it looks really nice. And this is perfect for those floral papers that you might not want to use, because sometimes you have to admit some pattern papers are not cute and you don't want to use them. But I thought that let's find another way, or like embellishments or ephemera that you have. I know they have florals. If you have a bunch of them, use that. Or even Project Life cards that have florals, and that works well too. So right here, I'm trying to show you how I did that part in the E. I did cut it down shorter. Well, no, I decided I was going to do it in the middle part, but it was just weird. But I did cut the ends of that flower just to put in that corner. And I kind of went and started going through, like spreading it out through the corners, then adding some embellishments. But it turned out really cute at the end. So right there, you see, I'm focusing on that L. And I did have to go back and cut a bunch of the green part, the leaves, because it needed that. Oh, and there I did have some blue flowers. But look, it's so cute. And now I have them all done with the power of YouTube. And then I'm going to put them together. And I was thinking, you know what, let's use that gold string. And I was like, no, that's too thin. And I found this ribbon at Michael's on clearance or on sale after Christmas. And that's my time to go get ribbons, because I love all that gold or that glitter ones they have, because it could add the perfect touch to any project. So right here, I'm using double-sided adhesive on the back of the letters and the front of the ribbons. Well, either way, whichever way you're making it. And then I put the ribbon behind the letters. Try to make sure that the length between the letters was even throughout all the letters, because you don't want it to look all funky. You want it to be uniform and neat. But that's what I'm doing now. And at the end, I do use the string to put it on the top part that you could actually put on the wall. Put a little nail, little thumbtack, just put it there. It turned out pretty good. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.